In this video, what I want to do is show you more about Spring Initializr. So now let's just click Create New Project. And there we have Spring Initializr. Spring Initializr is a very convenient way to create Spring applications since Spring Boot. Spring Initializr has all the dependencies listed in its interface so that you can just check and include in your project. But how things work with it? As we covered in the previous video, you define your JDK and you say your service URL, but you don't have to do anything about it. This is already provided by Spring and Initalizr. So when we click Next, as you can see, Spring Initializr is retrieving options for us. How it does that? To understand it more, let's just go to the URL that Spring Initializr is using and understand what's going on behind the scenes. Okay, so I'm just going to open up my browser and let's go to start.spring.io. As you can see, we have a web interface for Spring Initializr. It's basically a RESTful API that you can query to create Spring application templates. Isn't that great? And what Initalizr does, calls this URL, calls this RESTful API to create the project that you desire. So let's just take a look how it looks like here. You can choose to create either a Gradle or Maven project, and you can specify the Spring Boot version. And as we've seen before, you provide other details for different kinds of projects. This is the actual dependencies part that we need. With this web interface, you just type the dependency that you need. So let's say we're going to use the JPA, and here we go. And click to add it to your list of dependencies. As you've seen, this is a very basic interface. We can have more options, we can have advanced options with this interface. So we can just go to full version, just like this. You can see the packaging, Java version, language type, and you have all the dependencies listed here. You can either go here, check out the dependencies that you need, and click Generate the project. Or you can switch back to the simple version and type out the dependencies and add them to your project. So you can click Generate Project again. Let's just create a demo project here and see what it's like to do it from here. So let's leave everything as is and click Generate. We have a demo zip file. So if we extract it, as you can see, we have a template project. We can easily include this project in Initalizr and use it from there. This is another cool feature of Spring Initializr. You can either use the web interface, just like this, or you can go to Initalizr IDEA and use Spring Initializr from there. You have two different options which are actually basically the same thing because they're using this URL. So that's almost there is to Spring Initializr. I'll see you on the next video where we talk about Maven in general.